I was told that my vagina is too wet for sex. Let's talk about wet vaginas and a little bit about my own vagina. This video is based not only on personal experience, another confession, but also on a comment that was left for me in one of my videos. So, if you want to get to know my vagina more, stay tuned. I am Dr. Tanji, the Sex Doctor Board Certified Clinical Sexologist, and never afraid to talk about all matters of sexual health and human sexuality. Welcome! You are among the brave who do not shy away from inquiring, sharing, and learning about sex, and we want you here. Do me a great favor. If you have not yet, subscribe. Your subscription not only helps this channel continue to grow and reach far and wide, it also helps tell the algorithm to prioritize my content instead of hiding it. I am not backing down from my mission to empower everyone with the right information about sex, and you can help me on that quest. You may also become a member of the Sex Intelligent Club for exclusive content not available here. So, what are you waiting for? I'll give you a second. Find that subscribe button and do it now. Thanks. Okay, so back to talking about my vagina. As I said before, this video has been inspired by a comment and a personal experience. First, let me share the comment. This lady shared that her husband does not believe in foreplay or that women need any type of warming up to lead to sex. He believes that a woman must get wet as soon as she looks at her husband, that the vagina should be wet whenever the husband is ready for sex with an erection, that as soon as he has an erection, he must penetrate the vagina with it, and that if the vagina is not wet to receive the penis, and if sex hurts for the woman, it is her fault, and that she must be doing something wrong. He has also threatened her to find another woman to have sex with, record the normal sexual encounter, and make his wife watch the video so she knows how a normal woman has sex. Besides the stern message here that said husband is abusive, a narcissist, and totally clueless and ignorant about female sexual arousal and functioning, and that the woman who left the comment should seek help to leave that abusive environment, let's get educated about vaginal moisture and lubrication. But please, for the woman who left the comment, seek help ASAP. You cannot fix him or this relationship, and you are better off getting out and seeking support for your own safety and well-being. And I would love for him to go and find a woman with a wet vagina to go and penetrate, record the encounter, and show us for the world to see. You are absolutely bluffing and a very bad man. Now, for the record, a normal, healthy vagina is always slightly moist. On average, healthy females produce from 1 to 4 milliliters of vaginal fluid in a day. The amount of vaginal discharge a healthy vagina secretes may change from day to day depending on various factors. Both the Bartholin glands and the cervix produce various fluids that can change over time, depending on hormones, medications, health conditions, and sexual arousal. For instance, during ovulation, there tends to be more vaginal wetness since the cervix increases fluid production at this time. Vaginal moisture may take a dip during perimenopause and menopause when estrogen levels decrease, thus significantly decreasing the amount of fluid the vagina is able to produce. Medications such as antihistamines can also cause vaginal dryness. So if you take a daily medication for allergies, for instance, your vagina may not be as wet as it was before you started the medication. But what about a vagina that is too wet? Well, according to medical experts, a vagina cannot be too wet for sex. Natural vaginal lubrication is a normal and healthy part of arousal, and it's actually necessary for comfortable sexual activity. However, if there is excessive and ongoing vaginal discharge outside of sexual arousal, this could indicate an underlying medical issue and should be discussed with an OBGYN. In general, vaginal wetness is normal. A vagina naturally produces lubrication during arousal, which is essential for pleasurable sex. And there's no medical diagnosis for too wet. We don't have a medical term defining a vagina that is too wet during sex. Now, if the vagina is wet beyond what is considered normal for that person, a significant increase could be caused by hormonal fluctuations, infections, or other medical conditions. If you are concerned that you or your partner have a vagina that is too wet, out of the norm, that leads to discomfort or is accompanied by other symptoms like an unlike color, smell, or consistency, consult with a healthcare provider right away. Many times, men feel like the vagina is too wet and they lose sensation in the penis because they are used to a tight grip or dry masturbation. And when the penis enters a normal wet vagina, the penis cannot feel the sensations that it is used to with the grip or dryness of a hand. If this is your situation, openly discuss your concerns about vaginal wetness with your partner. Change your masturbation practices to include lubrication. Use of masturbators like a fleshlight with plenty of lubrication to mimic a more natural vaginal environment, and lose the grip. The vagina cannot compete with a man's dry hand, and having sex with a dry vagina is not only totally uncomfortable and painful for potentially both, friction burns, it can lead to vaginal tear, bleeding, irritation, inflammation, infection, and a higher risk of STIs. And that is not a good way to have sex. So, is my vagina too wet for sex? Well, I think that my vagina is absolutely perfect for sex. Let me read from you and your experiences with vaginal wetness. Leave your comments below. This is Dr. Tanji, the sex doctor, as always, wishing you safe, healthy, and pleasurable sex. See you next time.